Yeah, hello everybody. This is Gary Bosseri, and I'm very fortunate and had the opportunity of finding an incredible partner of mine who's my right hand, Masha Ilic from Serbia. And today we're going to interview Masha, and she's going to share with you from her heart about how we're posting to over 200,000 people every week, reaching an audience of over 200,000 people, which is really amazing. So with that being said, the whole goal here is to help you to find a personal assistant that's so connected to what you're doing and loves what you're doing that they go all out and make the effort to stay on track and to stay accomplished in what you're doing and what they're doing. So it's a total way to leverage your time. Gives you more thought and time for creativity, to be more innovative, more unique in your business. And it allows you to be consistent with your practices to attract a downline or build a downline if you're network marketing, or to build a customer base if you're in a profession, or if you're a coach, to build a client base. So all of these will help you to do what we're going to share today. So Masha, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Now, tell me about where you live, and of course, tell us about your family.
Hi, I'm Masha Ilic. I'm from Serbia. I have a family. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I'm graduate economist, and I work for Gary. I'm his personal assistant and his social media strategist.
Thank you very, very much. So how old are the kids?
My daughter is 4 years old and my son is 2 years old.
So you got a handful taking care of the home and also being my assistant at the same time, right? So that's a handful for a working mom at home. But it gives a working mom a chance to make some income and get ahead a little bit in life. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you the flexibility, right? Okay. Masha, what attracted you to my job description when you read it on Elance? What was it that attracted you to it?
I was attracted with a variety of tasks and new things to learn. Also, I could not leave out the fact that I was going to work with the top network marketing strategist and coach.
Okay, so really, the opportunity to work in social media marketing with a social media marketing coach was attractive to you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Because you have your long-term career is really to develop a social media business yourself. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. So I just want to go over that a little bit with you. What can you tell me what you like most about your job?
I like learning new things every day and making connections on LinkedIn. I also get a lot of satisfaction while working in WordPress because I feel like that's where my creativity comes to play.
Okay, so you're happy because you get to work with Aweber and WordPress and Buffer, all the tools that we use. You're developing those skills even higher than what you already have, right? You came to me with a lot of skills, right? I mean, I know that, right? And you work with. What's that?
And I learned many new skills in the meantime working with you.
Okay, and you're learning new skills all the time in the job. So we're both learning, right? Which is good, we're making progress together. I like that part, okay? Why don't you tell us a little bit, what are your specific duties? What do you do every day, every week?
I have to answer many messages on your LinkedIn profile. I have to make at least 30 new connections every day. And related to this, I update tracking when messages are sent. Also, setting up your calendar with phone, Google Plus, and Skype appointments a week. Then every week I'm editing your articles, and after your Monday morning mentor on Google Hangout, I have to post that on your blog, 30 Minute Millionaire. I'm also doing SEO and reviews. Then post some articles in the groups, and I'm making a broadcast every November.
All right, so let me just summarize that. So what you're saying to the audience really is that you're actually posting, right, my articles every single week to about what, 200,000 plus people. My articles and videos go out to 200,000 plus people. That's a pretty good, right? Okay, and you're connecting with about 30 people a day on LinkedIn. Is that true? New people, okay, you're connecting with, and you're using my copy paste send system where you're sending out these messages, and then you're right, and then all of that flows into a calendar like on Google Plus, and iCalendars, which we're using, to fill out my calendar with appointments with people. Okay, from reading the messages that you're getting from people responding back to me after we're connecting with them, are these people like really excited and anxious to talk with me? Or that would you say is it hard to get the appointments on the calendar?
No, they're very interesting to chat with you, to make an appointment, to learn from you. There are many, many messages every day.
Okay. So in other words, so our previews on our profile, how many people are viewing our profile every 90 days? What's it up to now on LinkedIn?
More than 600.
More than 600 every 90 days. That's about what we get, about 15, 20 people wanting to connect with us a day. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's it.
About right. And so you're responding to those messages as well. Okay, I could never keep up with that myself. I'd go nuts. So I really appreciate you keeping on top of that, And the other thing I like that you're doing is if you see somebody that wants to see me immediately, right, because you're in the background putting all this together, then you send me an email and say of urgency, right, saying you need to talk to this person right away. So you get my attention to people that want to talk to me right away. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, I love that part about it. Okay. So let me ask you this. What were your experiences with WordPress, Buffer, social media, and proofreading? These are the things that I put in the job description. Prior to coming to me, what were your experiences? And that can kind of explain how you got that background and how you got that experience to know WordPress and Buffer. I mean, I was really shocked that you knew that, and I was excited that you did. Kind of give me the background, how you learned that.
Well, I have previous experience in WordPress because I even made my own WordPress site alone. Only I was using Buffer before and all social media platforms, but proofreading was something really new to me, and it pleased me that I know that you are satisfied. Also, Aweber is something that I learned from you.
All right, so you had a good background on WordPress and Buffer and social media, but you learned Aweber, that's because I use Aweber instead of something else. Let me ask you this: you went to school to learn about English and grammar because you're an excellent editor and proofreader. You proofread all my articles, all my coaching, ebooks, everything that I produce. Actually, you do the editing for. Okay. First of all, where did you learn that, and do you enjoy it?
I really enjoy proofreading.
Yeah.
It's really satisfied work for me, and I learned that in school.
Great. So you actually went to school to learn the English language and the grammar and how to do editing and proofreading.
Yeah, we have that lessons in our school system and university school.
All right, so you're committed. I mean, what it tells me is that if you're looking for a personal assistant, is that you're committed to your career. Oh. You're really committed to it, right?
Exactly. That's the most important.
Most important thing is to your career. Okay, and I want people to understand that. Because I know people are going to question this and say, well, why aren't you hiring somebody in your local town and what have you? I'm going to be frank with people and let you know that Masha is so committed to this job. She loves her job, everything she does on the job, and she takes extra courses to learn the job. I haven't found that here yet. And I just got to be honest with you. Her gratitude and attitude of being so appreciative. And that's why we've been able to accomplish some amazing things beyond anything I've ever done in my career. So my hat's off to her. And she's got a lifetime position in my job, in my company, as a result of her good work. So how many hours a week are you working, by the way?
I work 10 hours, about 10 hours every week, which makes it 2 hours every day. I'm free on weekends.
Right. All right. And you keep track of those hours as well, right? And keep a log on all the activities, how many thank you messages went out, how many new connections went out. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm making notes every day.
Okay, so you're keeping a log on that. So we can let people know if they make these many connections, they have these many conversations, and they pick up this many clients, what our ratios of activities are, right? Okay. So what people don't realize is that Masha is also helping me, going to be writing a new book that's going to be coming out here, LinkedIn Network Marketing Secrets, right? Proven social media strategies that really work. And so she's part of the makeup of that book. So what do you like about your job the best?
I like my job really, and I enjoy it. The best part about it is maybe flexibility, because I can do it in my free time, and the rest I can spend with my family. the fact that I learn something new every day gives me really, really great satisfaction.
All right, so the flexibility is very important to you, and the fact that you're learning, which is helping you to move your career along, as to in social media area, is very important to you. Those are the factors I see. Okay, so you agree with that?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Can you give me you already gave me a summary of your average week already, of all the things that you do. What's the most important thing that you've learned so far in this relationship of working with me as a social media coach and you as my personal assistant, really driving all of these connections and messages and filling my calendar up? What's the most important thing that you've learned so far? That you
Well, I have learned so many new things really with Gary, but especially during our training sessions in the beginning. But if I have to choose, the most important and valuable thing is what I learned from Gary's everyday lessons. And I learned a lot from all those articles that I do regularly.
All right, so you're actually on my Monday Morning Mentor classes, right? And you don't charge me for that. You just want to learn, right? I mean, that's the time that you learn, and you read those articles and you put them to use. Is that correct?
I'm your biggest fan.
You're my biggest fan. Yeah, the whole world's going to want to hire you now. Stay away, she's mine. Okay, all right. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you see a future with me and my company, 30-Minute Millionaire Coaching? Do you see a future there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're a great man and a great teacher. You have an excellent cooperation, and I hope I will be a valuable asset to your company in the future.
All right, absolutely. You're doing a great job. What would you like to say to the audience in regards to finding a personal assistant that can help them to do what we're doing? What would you say to them? If you had to give them maybe a couple of tips of finding a person, what would those tips be?
Well, in order to use your mind in the most valuable fashion, you might have to look for a right hand. You need someone you can trust, who will represent you and your company in the best possible way.
All right, so what you're saying is the trust factor is very important to you.
Yeah.
You're being trustful, and then somebody that represents what you're doing, social media and where you're going, was important to you. So look for somebody that's into what you're doing. Is that, put it in simple words, look for somebody that's into what you're doing. So that's why we have a common bond. Okay. And then also someone that would think like you in the same mindset. So you have somebody that's your right hand that could think like you and answer people, because you're getting to the point of answering people just like you were me. It's amazing. Okay. What you've grown to, right? And then also you mentioned something about your long-term career goals. That was important to you, to work with somebody that had long-term career goals, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So if you had to end this and say, all right, I think you've already answered this question though, but what do you say to the audience about blogging and doing video marketing? What do you think that's important to grow your business? I mean, what you learned so far, and you've been with me for a little bit, almost a couple months now. What is it like to do blogging and video marketing and to get this out to the public so people can have access to it? What's your experience with that so far?
I really recommend you to watch Gary's videos and read his articles every week. Energy, everything, and if you know Gary, then you will know with how much passion he writes and he invests so much energy in his work. His energy is good.
All right.
Yeah, it attracts many more visitors to his site and many more people to read his articles. I'm blessed to have such a good man as a teacher and a friend. Gary, really, thank you for this great opportunity.
Hey, I could have done it without you. It's a partnership, really. So you can find us on, on our blog site, which is 30, the number 30, the word minute, 30minute-millionaire.com, right? They can find us there. They can sign up, and then every week you give them our postings on the blog along with a video, right? Encapsulated in the posting, and we only send out once a week, right?
Yeah, only once a week.
By signing up, they can have access to that, and automatically will be sent out to them once a week, and they can learn how to build their social media marketing strategies, right? That would help them to build their business, right? Masha, I got to tell you, you're the best thing that happened to me as far as an assistant goes ever. I'm enjoying working with you, and I'm just excited what you're doing for me. I'm getting this great reputation out there. I don't know where it's coming from, but all that work you're doing, everybody wants to read those articles and watch those videos. So I'm excited, and I'm really in debt to you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you, your husband, and your kids for taking the time, working with me. So anyway, thank you for doing this video. It was great. Love it. And we're going to put you, we're going to put this out there publicly for everybody can see how they can get a great personal assistant through these virtual offices like Elance and Odesk. What a great and wonderful place to be, to find these personal assistants and freelancers like you who have this wonderful attitude and experience that even helps me to learn. Okay. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye now. Thank you for taking the time with me. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.